everybody. Before I begin, how many people in here own a cell phone? Okay, and how many people also drive a car? Okay, so that's most of us here. Did you know that 1 in every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving? If you've ever been negatively affected by texting and driving, or known someone who's got an injury or maybe even died from texting and driving, you'll understand how much of a serious issue it actually is. So for my preview, I'm going to be talking about the problem in our society, which is that people text and drive. Some solutions, and the simplest one is to just put down your phone. And the outcome, if we do this, is that we can prevent many car accidents and probably many deaths too. And I hope that you all understand by the end of this presentation that texting while driving is a serious concern, and if we can prevent it, we can create a safer environment for us all. Alright, so first, the problem. People text and drive. According to the American College of Preventive Medicine 2014, there are 3 main categories of driver distractions: visual, manual, and cognitive. A visual distraction is one that requires you to take your eyes off the road, such as looking at GPS. A manual distraction is one that requires you to take your hands off the steering wheel, such as eating food like a bag of chips. And a cognitive distraction is one that requires you to take your attention and shift it to anything else other than driving the car. And as it turns out, texting while driving combines all 3 of these types of distractions, significantly increasing your risk of danger as compared to doing none of these or performing maybe 1 or 2 of these. Now, according to the Virginia Tech Transportation Institute 2009, they found that texting while driving increases your risk of crashing by 23 times as compared to non-distracted driving. The study also found that the average distracted driver diverts their attention away from the road for about 4.6 seconds, which they equate to driving across a football field completely blind at 50 miles per hour. So now, some solutions. And the most simple one is to just put down your phone. It can always wait. But there are a couple of things you can do to prevent you from even thinking about your phone, such as putting it on silent or putting it in an inaccessible location while you drive. And there's always the option to pull over to the side of the road if you have to answer the phone call or the text. But there are technologies being developed to help prevent texting and driving. According to Fleet Mode 2017, Smart Dot blocks the keyboard when the vehicle is in motion and a total lockdown of the phone occurs. You can see an image of it right there, that's what it looks like. Now, currently the Smart Dot is only for business use, but other commercial developers are developing similar products that are surrounded around the idea of locking down the phone while in accelerated motion. But I think the worst part about texting and driving is that most people understand the dangers in it, but still do it anyways. According to Nem White 2010, the Theory of Planned Behavior, or the TPB, states that behavior is influenced by intentions to perform that behavior. And they claim that intentions to perform behavior are influenced by factors such as the peer norm, moral norm, social pressure, and past behavior. So even though you may understand that what you're doing is wrong, these factors can influence the reason why you may still do these things. So now that you understand the solutions, we can talk about the outcome. According to Wilson and Stimson 2010, increased texting volumes resulted in 16,000 additional road fatalities from 2001 to 2007. Now imagine a world where we can reduce road fatalities by 2,000 people annually just from texting and driving. That's completely mind-blowing. But there's another thing to consider when we talk about texting and driving. As drivers, we're not the only potential victims in the situation. According to Zaskarewski from drivingtest.org in 2017, a couple of the top 10 reasons not to text and drive include to consider your passengers, consider other motorists, and to protect the pedestrians. So even if you're not worried about inflicting danger, injury, or possible death upon yourself, you should be worried about inflicting these things on other people. either in the road or on the street. So just to recap, I talked about the problem in our society, which is that people text and drive, some solutions, and the simplest one is to just put down your phone. And the outcome if we do this is that we can create a safer environment for everyone. And I hope you all realize that texting and driving is a serious concern, and if we stop it, we can create a safer environment for us all. And if you're interested, I recommend a short documentary called From One Second to the Next, and it tells real life stories about people who have been negatively affected by texting and driving.